Since time immemorial, an unseen conflict has raged, a relentless struggle between darkness and light, between deception and truth. In the midst of this eternal battle, certain souls have been set apart, marked by a divine purpose that distinguishes them from the masses. Yet, the astounding truth is that many who bear this calling wander through life unaware of the sacred signs imprinted upon them. They endure hardships, question their path, and feel lost in a world that values wealth, status, and material success over the profound destiny that has been theirs since the very beginning. Imagine for a moment that you might be one of these chosen ones, a person whose life has been subtly shaped by divine signals from childhood. Perhaps you have experienced moments when it seemed as if every struggle, every victory, and every period of isolation was not a random occurrence but a meticulously crafted part of a grand, eternal plan. The world around us teaches that success is measured by the accumulation of riches and the attainment of luxury. People chase after monetary gains and worldly comforts, yet even the wealthiest among them often find themselves plagued by an inner emptiness, a constant sense that something crucial is missing. In contrast, God's idea of abundance transcends the fleeting allure of material possessions. True abundance is linked to destiny and purpose. It is the deep, unshakable assurance that you were designed for something far greater than what the world offers. There is a divine logic behind the obstacles and hardships you face. Each trial is not a punishment, but a preparation for the destiny that lies ahead. From the very moment you were conceived, your destiny was already being written. The scriptures declare that before you were even formed in your mother's womb, God knew you, and He set you apart for a purpose beyond human comprehension. Consider the story of Moses. Born into peril during a time when every Hebrew infant was doomed to perish, he was rescued and placed in a basket, only to be adopted by the very household that sought to destroy his people. Despite being raised in a world of wealth and privilege, his heart was irresistibly drawn to a higher calling, to lead his people to freedom. His life was a testament to the fact that being chosen by God is not about the comforts of this world. It is about the divine mission that burns within you, a mission that challenges you to rise above worldly desires and to embrace a destiny of eternal significance. Reflect for a moment on your own journey. Have you ever felt that there was something different about you? A persistent inner voice that whispered of a calling too profound to be dismissed? Maybe you have endured trials that seemed designed to break you, yet instead, they have left you with an indelible mark of resilience and purpose. Every hardship you have faced, every rejection, every betrayal, every moment of despair, has been part of a divine process meant to refine you, just as gold is purified by fire. The very experiences that others might perceive as setbacks are, in truth, evidence that you have been chosen for something extraordinary. They are the unmistakable signs that God is actively shaping your character, preparing you to fulfill a destiny that far exceeds the ordinary path. There is an undeniable power in these signs, a power that transforms the way you perceive yourself and the world around you. When you begin to recognize that the obstacles in your life were not meant to hold you back, but rather to mold you into a vessel of divine purpose, everything changes. You stop feeling lost and adrift. Instead, you walk with a boldness and a sense of authority that can only come from understanding that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are marked, set apart from the very day you were born, destined for greatness that no human ambition or wealth can ever measure. Before we proceed any further, I invite you to pause and reflect on these truths. If this message resonates deep within your soul, if you have ever felt that your life is infused with a purpose that defies the mundane, then know that you are not here by accident. Take a moment now to declare, with unwavering conviction, I trust that God will give me victory to overcome every obstacle. Allow these words to be more than just a fleeting thought. Let them be a declaration of faith that aligns you with the eternal promises of God. Your heartfelt declaration is a powerful acknowledgement that you are not alone in this journey. It is a sign that you are part of a community of believers who stand together, united by the truth that we are all chosen by God. There is a sacred law that has been written into the very fabric of your being, a law that speaks of a divine calling from before your birth. As the prophet Jeremiah was told, "Before I formed you in the womb I knew you. Before you were born I set you apart." This profound statement is not limited to Jeremiah alone. It applies to every person who has been touched by God's hand. It is a spiritual truth that underlines the fact that your life was destined for more than the trivial pursuits of the world. You were created for a higher purpose, and every experience, every moment of pain, every triumph, every instance of feeling out of place, has been orchestrated to prepare you for that divine destiny. Consider the lives of biblical figures like Joseph, who as a child had dreams that foretold his future greatness. Those dreams, however, were met with envy and rejection, even from his own brothers. Yet, despite being betrayed, sold into slavery, and ultimately imprisoned, Joseph's journey was far from over. In reality, these hardships were the very mechanisms through which God was preparing him for an extraordinary destiny, a destiny that would eventually see him rise to a position of immense power and influence in a foreign land. His story is a vivid reminder that the struggles you face are not indicators of failure, but are instead the divine chisel sculpting you into the leader you are meant to be. Now, imagine that same process at work in your own life. Perhaps you have always felt that you did not quite belong, that the standard measures of success, wealth, luxury, status never truly satisfied you. This sense of discontent is not a flaw or a sign of weakness. It is an internal signal that you were not meant to live an ordinary life. It is the quiet, persistent reminder that you were chosen to carry a legacy far greater than material riches. Your heart, even when burdened by the weight of life's challenges, continues to seek a deeper truth, a truth that transcends the transient allure of earthly pleasures. One of the most striking indicators of being chosen by God is the presence of trials and opposition. When you begin to walk in your divine purpose, the enemy takes notice. Resistance, betrayal, and inexplicable hardships will arise, not as random misfortunes, but as deliberate attempts to derail your progress. The very fact that you face such opposition is a testament to the impact you are destined to make. The enemy fears what you represent, the light of God that is breaking through the darkness, and thus he does everything in his power to keep you from realizing your full potential. Yet, every attack, every moment of pain, is also a mark of divine favor. It signifies that your life is being fortified and that you are being refined for a purpose that cannot be extinguished by the forces of darkness. Reflect on the struggles you have encountered in your own journey. Perhaps you have experienced rejection from those who should have supported you, or you have found yourself isolated when you dared to follow a path less traveled. These moments, as painful as they may seem, are not signs of failure but of a higher calling. They are the trials that test your resilience, that forge within you an unbreakable spirit, and that ultimately prepare you to stand with authority in your destiny. Just as Job, despite losing everything, remained steadfast in his faith and was eventually restored with even greater blessings, so too will you be elevated if you persevere through your struggles. There is also a profound gift that has been embedded within you since childhood, a gift that speaks of your unique destiny and purpose. From the moment you were born, God endowed you with talents, insights, and a deep inner wisdom that set you apart from others. These gifts are not random. They are divine clues pointing to the extraordinary mission for which you were created. Perhaps you were always drawn to spiritual matters, or maybe you possessed an innate sense of justice and compassion that made you sensitive to the suffering of others. These early signs are the first whispers of your divine calling, and they are meant to guide you towards the path that God has prepared. Too often, society teaches us to ignore these subtle signals, to suppress our inner voice in favor of conforming to worldly standards. But if you have ever felt that your heart was destined for something greater, that the dreams and desires you held in your youth were more than mere fantasies, then you have already been marked by the hand of God. As you journey further into the realization of your divine purpose, you may also notice a profound shift in how you perceive success. The world tells you that success is all about accumulating wealth and enjoying the finest luxuries. Yet, deep within, you understand that such external markers of success are fleeting and ultimately unfulfilling. True success, as defined by God, is about aligning your life with His eternal plan. A plan that values integrity, compassion, and the courage to stand up for what is right. When you embrace this higher vision, you begin to see that the true measure of your worth is not found in bank balances or material possessions, but in the depth of your relationship with God and the positive impact you have on the lives of others. There comes a time when you must decide whether to continue down the path that society has laid out for you, or to boldly step into the destiny that has been divinely ordained for your life. It is a decision that may require you to leave behind the familiar comforts of routine and the allure of material security. The call to fulfill your divine purpose is often accompanied by a profound internal struggle, a battle between the desire for worldly approval and the yearning for eternal significance. It is in this moment of decision that the true chosen reveal themselves. The ones who are marked by God do not shy away from the challenges that come with embracing their calling. Instead, they rise above the fear and the uncertainty, trusting that every trial is a stepping stone toward a destiny that far surpasses any earthly reward. Consider the lives of other great figures who have walked this path before you. Moses, for instance, spent decades in the comfort and luxury of Pharaoh's palace before he was called to lead his people to freedom. His journey was fraught with challenges and sacrifices, yet he emerged as a leader of unparalleled courage and faith. Similarly, Esther, despite being raised in an environment of privilege, risked everything to save her people from certain destruction. Their stories remind us that the path of the chosen is not paved with ease, but with the strength forged in the crucible of trials and the unwavering commitment to God's will. Now, I want you to reflect on your own life. Think about the moments when you felt a deep, inexplicable pull towards something more, times when the world's definition of success left you feeling empty and unfulfilled. Perhaps you have encountered obstacles that seemed designed to break you, only to discover later that they were precisely what you needed to prepare for a greater purpose. These experiences are not mere coincidences. They are the unmistakable evidence that you are part of a divine plan, that you have been chosen and set apart for something far more significant than a life measured by material gain. There is also a powerful truth regarding the gifts that God has placed within you. From your earliest days, you may have experienced moments of clarity, bursts of wisdom, or even unusual talents that set you apart from your peers. These gifts are not meant to be used solely for personal advancement or the pursuit of worldly accolades. Rather, they are divine tools intended to further the kingdom of God, to spread His love, and to bring light into a world shrouded in darkness. Yet, many people, blinded by the promise of wealth and status, neglect these gifts or misuse them in pursuit of selfish ambitions. True fulfillment comes not from hoarding your talents for personal gain, but from using them to serve others and to honor the one who bestowed them upon you. At this crossroads, the decision before you is both monumental and personal. It is a choice between continuing to conform to the world's standards, chasing after riches, comfort, and fleeting pleasures, or stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose, regardless of the challenges that may come. The path of the chosen is not free from hardship. In fact, it is often marked by a series of spiritual battles and moments of intense opposition. The enemy, recognizing the transformative power of a life aligned with God's will do everything in his power to derail your progress. You may experience attacks from unexpected sources, be it in the form of personal betrayal, financial setbacks, or even inner struggles that leave you feeling overwhelmed and alone. But these very challenges are the proof that you are on the right path. They are the markers of a destiny so potent that the forces of darkness would stop at nothing to keep it from shining forth. In the midst of these trials, you may sometimes question why your journey has been filled with so many obstacles while others seem to glide effortlessly through life. Understand this: if you were not chosen for a divine purpose, these hardships would not be necessary. The very fact that you face resistance, that you feel an unyielding inner struggle against the tides of conformity, is evidence that you are destined for greatness. Every battle you fight, every moment of adversity you overcome, is a testament to your resilience and a confirmation that you are being prepared for a destiny that far exceeds the temporary rewards of this world. Now, consider the profound significance of what it means to be marked from birth by God's calling. There is a sacred truth in knowing that before you even took your first breath, your life was designed with a purpose. The scriptures remind us that God has known you since the beginning, that your destiny was set long before the world could know your name. This is not a mere poetic notion. It is a foundational truth that should give you confidence and hope, even in the midst of life's darkest moments. When you realize that every experience, every setback, and every triumph has been part of a masterful design, your perspective on life transforms. What once appeared to be a series of random misfortunes now reveals itself as a divine tapestry, intricately woven to lead you to the destiny for which you were created. And then there is the undeniable evidence of the enemy's interference, a clear sign that you are destined for something far greater than what the world can offer. The opposition you encounter is not meant to discourage you. Rather, it is a sign that your potential is so immense that it threatens the forces of darkness. When you face rejection, betrayal, or sudden misfortunes that seem aimed at derailing your progress, know that these are the very tactics the enemy employs to keep you from realizing your true calling. Yet, with every attack, God's protection becomes even more evident. You are not left to fend for yourself. The Creator of the universe is by your side, equipping you, strengthening you, and guiding you toward your ultimate destiny. As you reflect on these truths, I invite you to consider how you have used the gifts that have been placed within you. Are you using your talents and insights to further your own ambitions? Or are you employing them to serve a higher purpose? The greatest fulfillment in life comes not from the accumulation of wealth or status, but from using what God has given you to make a difference in the world. True success is measured not by the size of your bank account or the accolades you receive, but by the impact you have on the lives of others and the legacy you leave behind. Your gifts are a divine endowment, tools meant to build a legacy of light in a world that often values darkness. When you use them to honor God, you tap into a wellspring of fulfillment that transcends any material reward. In the end, the ultimate evidence of your divine calling is the seal that God places upon your heart, a mark that signifies eternal belonging and an unbreakable connection with the Almighty. This seal is not visible to the human eye, but it is an undeniable truth that confirms your identity as one of God's chosen. It is the final, most powerful sign that you were not meant to live an ordinary life, but rather a life of purpose, resilience, and eternal significance. Now, as you stand at this pivotal moment in your life, you are faced with a choice. Will you allow the distractions of the world to keep you from embracing your divine calling? Or will you step forward, fully aware that every challenge you have faced, every moment of pain, and every trial has been a stepping stone leading you to this very moment? A moment when your destiny is clear and your purpose is undeniable? The time for hesitation is over. The struggles you have endured were not signs of failure. They are the marks of a life that is being refined for greatness. If you have ever felt that inexplicable pull, that persistent voice within that tells you you are destined for more, then know this: you have been chosen by God. Your life is not an accident. It is a masterpiece in progress, shaped by divine hands. Embrace your struggles as the very evidence of your calling. Let each battle, each moment of hardship, affirm your resolve to walk the path that has been laid out for you. Declare to yourself and to the world that you are marked for a higher purpose, a purpose that transcends the temporary and embraces the eternal. Now, if these words resonate with you, if you feel deep within your soul that you are one of the chosen, I invite you to share your truth. Type in the comments, "I believe that God has chosen me for something great," and let that declaration be a testament to your journey, a public acknowledgement of the divine calling that is uniquely yours. Each declaration is a step forward, a bold statement that you are ready to embrace the destiny for which you were created. Remember, your struggles, your moments of isolation, and even the opposition you face are not signs of defeat, but of divine preparation. They are the chisels that sculpt your character and the fires that purify your spirit. The enemy may try to convince you that your challenges are insurmountable, but in reality, they are the very proof that you are destined for a future far greater than you can imagine. When you look back on your life, you will see that every trial was a necessary part of the journey, a journey that leads to the fulfillment of your divine purpose. Your life is a canvas on which God is painting a masterpiece of redemption and glory. Every setback, every victory, every moment of doubt is a stroke of the brush, contributing to the vibrant picture of who you are meant to be. The world may measure success by external achievements, but true success is measured by the impact you have on the lives of others and the eternal legacy you leave behind. You were born to be more than a follower of the crowd. You were created to be a beacon of light, a testament to the power of divine purpose. The call to embrace your destiny is not an invitation to an easy life. It is a summons to rise above the ordinary, to reject the shallow promises of the world, and to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. It is a challenge to let go of the pursuit of material wealth and to invest instead in the treasures of the Spirit, treasures that are eternal and far surpass any earthly measure of success. When you align your life with God's purpose, you tap into a source of strength, clarity, and peace that no amount of money or luxury can ever provide. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Consider the times when you felt that you were meant for something more, when the voice of your spirit cried out for a purpose that went beyond the confines of this world. Recognize that those moments were not random. They were divine signals, clear indicators that you have been chosen for a destiny that is uniquely yours. Every experience, whether marked by pain or joy, has been a vital part of your preparation. They have shaped you, refined you, and readied you for the moment when you will step fully into your calling. The time has come for you to embrace this divine truth. Do not let the distractions of the world or the lure of material comfort hold you back any longer. Instead, choose to walk boldly in the light of your purpose. Recognize that every trial you face, every setback you endure, is merely a stepping stone on the path to greatness. A path that leads to an eternal legacy of impact, transformation, and divine fulfillment. As you continue on your journey, know that you are never alone. The Creator of the universe walks beside you, guiding your steps, strengthening your resolve, and sealing your destiny with His everlasting love. Embrace your struggles as evidence of your calling, and let every challenge be a reminder that you are being prepared for a destiny that is nothing short of magnificent. Your life is not defined by the temporary standards of wealth or status. It is defined by the eternal truth that you are chosen, set apart, and destined for a purpose that transcends the confines of this world. Now is the time to step into that calling with confidence and determination. The signs have been there all along, whispered to you in moments of solitude, revealed through trials and triumphs, and etched into the very fabric of your existence. Do not ignore these signs any longer. Instead, let them guide you to the realization that your life has been designed for something extraordinary, something that can only be achieved when you fully embrace the divine purpose written into your heart. Your journey is far from over. It is only just beginning. Embrace each day as an opportunity to align yourself more closely with God's will. Cherish every moment of struggle, for it is in those moments that you are being molded into the person you were always meant to be. A person of deep faith, unwavering conviction, and profound impact. Allow the divine light within you to shine so brightly that it illuminates the path for others, inspiring them to seek out their own higher calling. Now, as you prepare to continue on this journey of discovery and transformation, I invite you to take one more decisive step. If you believe, even in the quietest depths of your soul, that you are chosen for something greater than a life of mere existence, then declare it boldly. Write in the comments, "I believe that God has chosen me for something great," and let that statement be the catalyst for a renewed commitment to your divine purpose. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, because you never know who might be waiting for that single word of encouragement to ignite a life-changing transformation. Remember, your struggles are not the chains that bind you. They are the very proof that you are being refined for a destiny that far surpasses the fleeting values of this world. Embrace your calling, rise above the noise, and let the divine purpose within you shine forth for all to see. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were chosen, marked from the very beginning, and destined to make an impact that echoes into eternity. Step into your destiny with unwavering faith, and know that the best is yet to come. Your life, with all its trials and triumphs, is a testament to the unyielding truth that God's ways are higher than the ways of the world. Every challenge has prepared you for the moment when you will rise. Every hardship has been a step toward a future filled with eternal promise. Now is the time to embrace your divine calling fully, to let go of the distractions that pull you away from your purpose, and to walk in the power and authority that comes from knowing you are chosen by God. The journey ahead may be filled with uncertainty, but it is also filled with limitless possibility. The world may chase after wealth and luxury, but those who are marked by God understand that true fulfillment comes only from living in alignment with His will. As you continue forward, carry with you the knowledge that every obstacle, every moment of pain, and every struggle is paving the way for a destiny that is rich with eternal significance. Now, stand tall and step boldly into the future that awaits you. Recognize that the challenges you have faced are not burdens to be carried in vain. They are the very instruments that have been shaping you for a remarkable purpose. Let this truth empower you to rise above the ordinary, to shatter the limitations imposed by a world that measures success in material terms, and to embrace the abundant life that God has prepared just for you. Your journey is a sacred one, and every step you take is guided by the unwavering hand of God. May you always remember that you are chosen, set apart, and destined to be a beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs the hope and truth that only a life aligned with divine purpose can offer. Embrace your calling, use your gifts for His glory, and never forget that the struggles you face are merely the refining fire that will ultimately reveal the full radiance of your destiny. Step forward with courage, knowing that you are not alone, and let your life be a testament to the truth that you were born to make difference.